Time for the latest, where you are now with the ITV News.
Hello again. Here are the main stories in London. The Metropolitan Police says officers have been working around the clock to track down a man in connection with 2 murders in Westminster. Police want to speak to a man called Lee Peacock urgently after the bodies of a 45-year-old woman and a 59-year-old man were found in homes just half a mile apart. Anna Geary reports.
Almost 2 days after a body was found at this residential address in Westminster, an officer guards the cordon. Another 2 wait in the flat where the 45-year-old woman was found on Thursday night. She had suffered a knife injury. An injury seen again almost 5 hours later at a separate property just half a mile away. Now police are urgently appealing for information on the whereabouts of this man, 49-year-old Lee Peacock.
Officers have been working around the clock to track him down, and I'm asking anybody who sees Lee to call us immediately on 999. I would urge members of the public not to approach him, but to instead to call police as soon as possible.
Lee Peacock was last seen in the North West 8 area. Officers say both of the victims were known to him and that they are treating the crimes as linked.
It was here where police were called in the early hours of yesterday morning following reports of a man with a knife injury. The 59-year-old was confirmed dead by paramedics. Whilst it remains a crime scene, officers are continuing to patrol the area as investigations continue.
No arrests have been made yet. Meanwhile, specially trained officers are supporting the families of both victims. Anna Geary, ITV News.
Police have confirmed they are investigating reports of an assault in Stamford Hill on Wednesday night. The Jewish group Shomrim released this footage showing an Orthodox Jewish man being hit in the face and falling to the ground. The man, who is 64, was knocked unconscious and taken to hospital with a broken ankle and head injuries. The police inquiry is ongoing and no one has been arrested yet. Hundreds of people have marched in central London against the Taliban rule in Afghanistan. The protest, which brought together various organisations in the capital, began at Marble Arch at around lunchtime and ended at Parliament Square. Protesters are showing their solidarity for those in Afghanistan who disagree with the Taliban takeover.
We are here to raise their voice. And we want our freedom like every other country that deserves to be free.
We want them to leave our country. Someone, please help us. Whoever is listening, I know I can't express very well, but please help us.
A virtual statue of the anti-racism and anti-police violence campaigner Marcia Rigg can be seen in Brixton. If you hold your phone up to the site outside Brixton Police Station, the statue can be viewed. Marcia has been fighting for justice since her brother Sean, who suffered from schizophrenia, died whilst being restrained by police in 2008. The Met has set out its policing plan for 2 weeks of climate change protests planned for central London. The Extinction Rebellion group says the latest demonstrations, starting on Monday, will focus on the City of London. Police believe they're intending to cause significant disruption, so are planning a complex operation. Now, the day's sport.
For the love of the game. eBay sponsors ITV Regional Sports Reports.
In the Championship, it was a close shave for QPR against Barnsley, but Charlie Austin managed to score the equaliser for the Hoops in extra time. The final score was 2-2. And let's have a look at the rest of the day's scores for our London teams. Fulham beat Hull 2-0 and Millwall lost to Cardiff City 3-1. In the Premier League, no goals between Crystal Palace and Brentford. It was 0-0. Now let's get to the weather from Aisling Creevy.
Great Western Railway sponsors the ITV London weekend weather.
Hello there. Well, it has been rather damp through today. And as we head through the rest of tonight, still the potential for some heavy rain on the way and a Met Office weather warning out as well. That's for heavy downpours, so there could be some tricky driving conditions if you are out and about on the roads. A lot of water in a short space of time. But let's just take a look at what's happening with the pressure patterns. So a low pressure system that brought the rain and the showers today and through tonight is going to push away into northern parts of the continent, and then a large area of high pressure settling in. No weather fronts in sight here. The weather front staying out to the west and out to the southeast as well. So we are in for a rather settled week of weather, but at times it will actually be rather cloudy. So still some heavy showers to come as we head through the next few hours, and overall a very cloudy night. Now by the end of the night there could be the odd rumble of thunder, particularly across northern parts. And here again, if you are out and about in the roads quite early, do take care. But temperatures only falling to around 15 degrees Celsius, so very mild overnight. Now those heavy showers are going to push away to the southeast first thing, and then we'll see a little bit of sunshine breaking through, but that sunshine may help trigger 1 or 2 showers, but it will be a warm day with highs of 21.
Great Western Railway sponsors the ITV London weekend weather.
And that's all from the London team. So from all of us, bye-bye.